Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for taking some time every day to hang out with me. Today's video, the Carolina girls are teaming up again in the month of January. I'm really excited yet nervous for this video because we are recreating how we did our makeup in high school. When I was in high school, scene was the trend. And I was going to straighten my hair to go all out because I would sit there forever and ever to make sure it was pinpoint straight. What an iconic time to be alive. It's funny because people say it's a phase, but I don't feel like I ever fully truly got out of the phase. There's still some scene aspects that I still love and appreciate, and I still use some of the same products that I've been using since high school as well. One disclaimer, I am improvising with some more modern makeup as some of those makeup items were probably discontinued and they have well since been used up. And if it's from high school, I shouldn't have it anyway because that is going to be years and years of expiration. I will link my collabs playlist to watch previous collabs. And if you're visiting from any of the channels, welcome. Thank you so much for checking me out. I hope you subscribe and give this video a like before you leave. As I was gathering up products for this video, it's gonna pain me to skip some of the steps. Filling in your brows was not a thing. Over plucking was the thing. So I'm not even going to touch the brows, and primer I don't really think existed at that time either. The only one that I can really recall that some people may or may not have used is one by Maybelline. I did not use that until college. So we are going to be applying foundation to the bare skin. Looking back on it with dry skin, yeah, probably not my best move. A lot of people, I want to say, used more darker foundations for that more tan, almost orangey glow. I used foundations that were lighter for me. I don't know why. The lightest one I could find in my collection is by Zova. And then to apply foundation, which I don't have any in my collection, are those white sample sponges that you get at Sephora. Well, prior to COVID when you could test out foundations. Yeah, that's what we used. I'm gonna take one of my beauty sponges. It's not wet though. And just place it on all over the face. Whew, girl, high school. Well, I was in band. I played percussion, and the reason why I did band is because it got me out of some of the BS classes. Like, I didn't want to take PE or computer or health. So if you took band, you got out of those classes. But it also forced me to go to football games or basketball games if you were in pep band. Some of us did jazz band. Yeah, there was just a lot of band. And then by the time high school was over, I was just done with band. I played piano like my whole life, and then I dabbed around in some other instruments when I was in middle school. I played the marimba and some other percussion instruments in high school. I was just so burnt out on it because in a way I kind of regret, because my college Western, baddest band in the land, so I'm like, I kind of did miss out on an opportunity there. Now that we got the foundation on, we conceal the under eyes like crazy. I didn't have anything on my under eyes, but I was always taught you want to pack on your concealer because like the whole triangle thing, oh yeah, you want to conceal all that, then go back in with that white sponge to blend it out. The lightest concealer I could find is by L'Oreal. I don't really like this concealer. It's kind of hard for me to blend out. Okay, so then for powder, I use that Rimmel Stay Matte one, but this is the closest one from Tarte that I could find, and you would just pack this on. Like, you wanted to be like no pores, no wrinkles. You wanted to look as matte as a porcelain doll as you could. What sucks is that setting spray were not really a thing. I mean, I think the Urban Decay setting spray was there. I didn't really find a purpose for it until I think college was when I started using it. No highlighter. I didn't really dabble into bronzer much until college and my channel. And now I love bronzer. I would just sit there obsessively packing on powder. That was like one product I recall going through rather quickly. I didn't want my makeup to budge at all. I felt like this is the way that my makeup is just gonna stay. Probably explains why horrible acne in high school, but Proactive cleared me up for the most part. I still get breakouts here and there. That stuff really came in clutch. This is where the fun begins. It is the eyes, and I will be using 3 ColourPop palettes to achieve the look. But before then, I'm gonna take some Urban Decay Potion Primer. I love the old packaging of it. It was so iconic. Eye primer was my favorite because I was obsessed with eyeshadow from the start, and I would just pack it on. My holy grail palette palette when I was in high school was by KVD. I think it was called the Beethoven palette. It was definitely more on the grungier side of a color story. It had a gorgeous matte, pink shimmer, and blue shimmer that were my favorite shades, and I hit pan and ended up using up all 3 shades. I was super sad, and then I was working on the silver one before I decluttered it. What I would do is take the matte shade. I'm just going to be using the one Darling from Baby Got Peach. I would put this all over my eye, starting from my brow and then work down to the crease, essentially like setting it. Work down on my eyelid. Just a disclaimer, this is not like the makeup look that I wore to school every day. This was like my going out, hey, we're having fun makeup. So now that that shade is on, I would take the blue shimmer. It was my absolute favorite shade. I have been drawn to blue eyeshadow ever since I got into makeup. So I'm gonna be taking Mad About You. Oh, that's actually pretty close to what the shade was like. And I would just put it all over my lid. As I mentioned, there was another shade, which is a pretty pink shimmer. I'm gonna take Cloud from I Like You a Lot, and this was my version of highlighting your brow bone, except I'd go all over the place. I really was about utilizing my whole eye space. Next is eyeliner and wing liner. Man, was that trendy. Like the bigger the wing, the more badass that you were. So we had wings like going up to our brows back in the day. And one thing to note, eyeliner was always thick. I think our wings were so dramatic we couldn't even tell if they were even or not. Now that we have our dramatic wings, heavy eyeliner on your waterline. I still low-key live for this. And I also want to recognize Urban K's Zero eyeliner. I have been using this since I was 14 and I've gone through like 8,000 of them. So good. They were just so creamy, easy, and it didn't smudge, which was nice. You did not want to look like a raccoon putting this heavy of eyeliner on. The next step is really fun. It is thousands and thousands of layers of mascara. My favorite in high school was by Maybelline. It was a teal tube with pink writing on it. I actually think they still make it. But I'll be taking my Thrive Cosmetics one. Layer 2. It was at least 3 layers. Once you got all of your mascara on, we go back in with the eyeliner. Want your eyes to look like almost as dark as you can get them with liner. Just as much as I loved eyeshadow, blush was my second bae. We would pack this bitch on too. No bronze, no highlight, just blush. And lipstick. No, not reds, not nudes, pinks, purples, black lipstick. And there we go. This is how I did my makeup in high school. I think what has carried over from that time is the love and appreciation of bold lips, the love of blush, not being afraid of trying crazy color combinations when it comes to eyeshadows, because it really helps me understand brands' formulas if you can create those types of looks with shades you might not usually pair with. I would love to know, how did you do your makeup in high school? Let me know in the comments below what was trendy at your time. Don't forget to check out Riri, Jessica, and Patrice. Their videos will be linked in the description below. I cannot wait to see how different they did their makeup in high school than I did. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, I appreciate your view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.